Hello, my name is Stephanie Shear, and I would love to welcome you to Young Living. You have made an amazing investment in your wellness. Now, some of you are brand new to Young Living, and some of you have maybe had your oils for a while and just maybe aren't quite sure what to do with all of them. So, in this video, I want to show you how you can use your oils, maybe not specific uses, but different ways that you can use your oils. So, let's get into it. The first thing, when you get your kit, you are going to get two boxes. So you're going to get a box that has your starter kit, your oils, looks like this, and then you're going to get a second box that has your diffuser in it. So the first thing I want to do is just go through and show you how to start your diffuser. So some of you have the home diffuser, some of you may have the Dewdrop diffuser or the Rainstone or the Aria. This will kind of go along with any of those. It'll work for any of them. So the first thing you're going to do, I've already got it plugged into the wall. So the first thing you're going to do, take it out to the box. You're going to plug it in. And then there's a little line in here. I don't know if you can, I'm sure you can see that right there. There's a little line just right there with a little lip on it. You're going to fill it up with water up to that line. So we're going to put the water in up to that line. And then we can put our oils in. Now, some of the bottles will say put 8 to 10 drops. Every bottle has a different recommendation for how many to put in. I usually put about 2 to 3 drops per oil of the different kinds that I'm going to diffuse that day. So I opened up my kit and I pulled out my tray of oils, and I'm going to put some peppermint in. So I'm going to start diffusing peppermint. I'm just going to do 3 drops of peppermint. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm also going to mix that with Stress Away, which Stress Away is the bonus oil in your kit. And I just want to show you this. When you get your kit, it's going to look like this. You're going to have the oils in it. You're going to have your reference material over here. And then if you pull up on this whole tray of oils, this comes out. And then there's another little divider in here. And if you pull that out, then it has the whole bottom layer of your kit. So you get all this other stuff too. And that's where your Stress Away is. So I'm going to put Stress Away in the diffuser as well. So I'm going to put 3 drops of Stress Away. If I can get the lid off, it's kind of tight. 3 drops of Stress Away in, like that. And then put the lid on. And now some of these are different depending on which diffuser you have. But with the home diffuser specifically, if you push the button one time, it's going to turn on and it's going to run continuously. If you push the button a second time, it's going to run 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. So that's really great. I like to do that at night when I'm diffusing because then it just lasts longer. And then if you push the button and hold, then the light is going to turn off. I'm not sure if you could see that in the video, but the light turns off if you push and hold the button. So then you're still diffusing, but you don't have the light blaring you in the face if it's nighttime. So that is how you start your diffuser. So the next thing I want to show you is probably one of the ways that I use my oils the most. I use my oils topically every day. So lavender is one that my family uses all the time. I usually just take it, I open the bottle, and I will just put my finger over like this and turn it over and put it on my forehead. Or another thing I'll do is just put a drop in my hands, and I'll just rub my hands together, cup it over my nose, and just smell. You can rub lavender on your feet. You can rub it on your neck, your abdomen. You can really put it on topically anywhere. As with most of the oils in the kit, you can just put them on topically. You don't have to mix them with anything. You can just put them on topically. So that's one of the ways that I use oils. Another way that I use them, which you get these little sample bottles in your kit. They're in the bottom part with your Stress Away. And I always like to have oils with me wherever I go. So I will fill these up with different oils from the kit, and then I will always have oils with me wherever I go. So I am almost out of purification in my purse, so I was going to make another one of those. So I just put, like 10 to 15 drops of purification or whatever oil you want in the little sample bottle. And then you can have a little orifice that you put on like that, and just put it on and put the lid on, and then you're good to go. And you can have that in your purse, and then you'll have oils with you wherever you go. The other really great thing about that is if you're using your oils and you're out and about, people usually ask about them, and then you have a bottle you can just give to them. So another thing that I do with my oils is I make roller bottles. Now, I like to make roller bottles for a couple of different reasons. One, it just makes it easy so I don't have to think about what two things I want to mix together if I want something for my immune system or something for a headache or a bellyache or something. And two, it's just really convenient. I can even tell the kids, like, okay, go if they have a bug bite or something, or if they have a digestive issue, I can just say, okay, go get that roll on and just rub it on, and they can do it themselves, and I don't have to worry about it. So I am going to make a little immune system support roll on right now. So I'm going to use Thieves as one of the oils. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 drops of Thieves. And then I'm also going to use frankincense, because frankincense is really good for your immune system as well. So I'm going to put 10 drops in here. 10. And then I just buy fractionated coconut oil from Amazon, or you can also buy the V6 oil from Young Living. And I just fill it all the way up. And then I have my little lid here, and I just push that on I don't know if you can see that. I push that on the roller bottle and then roll the lid on. If the topper doesn't get all the way on, you can push it down really hard, or you can just screw the lid all the way on and it will get it pushed down the rest of the way. And then I just know this is my I'll put a label on it, and I'll know this is my immune support roll-on. And whenever I need some immune support, then I will grab this roll-on and put it on my forehead. I'll roll it on my forehead, roll it on my neck, on the bottoms of my feet, rub it all over my kids. And it's just a really easy, convenient way to use your oils. Another thing that I do with my oils is I take them internally. That's one thing that you can do. So what I usually do is drink lemon. So I just have my water here, and I'm just going to put a couple of drops of lemon in there, and then I will just drink that. I usually do it in the morning, just like that. And so when the kids come now, they have the Vitality oils in them, which they have a white label like this. The Vitality oils are labeled for internal use. It's the same exact oil as in the regular bottle. It's just labeled for internal use. So your labels that are for internal use, your Vitality labels, you can use them for internal use or external use. You can use them for both. So one of the other things that you get in your kit are packets of Ningxia Red. Now, Ningxia Red is a fortifying, energizing, super high in antioxidant drink that it gives me a lot of energy, and I drink it half of a packet in the morning and half in the afternoon, and it just gives me energy, and it makes me feel good, and I know I'm giving my body tons of great nutrition to get me through the day. So there's a couple different ways I take my Ningxia Red. So I have little shot glasses here. I have one for every person in our family. They're lined up on our counter over there. So I just take this off, and it's better cold. So put it in the refrigerator, and then shake it up before you want to use it. And then I'll just put, half of the packet in my shot glass. I'll lift it up so you can see it like that. And I will either drink it just like that, or another way I like to do it is to put it in my water. So then I'll put it in my water, and then I have Ningxia water to sip on throughout the whole morning. And it's really tasty and refreshing, and I really like it. All right. The third way that I use my oils internally is with these little capsules. And if you don't have any of these, you can buy them on Amazon. You can also buy these roller bottles on Amazon. That's usually where I get them. But these are veggie oil capsules, and they're 00 size. And that's one of the ways that I use oils too. So a lot of times I'll take my Copaiba and my Digize if I'm needing some digestive support. And I'll just put a couple drops of one and maybe like 3 drops of Copaiba because it just is really good to take internally. And then I have a little bottle here that has just some oil. It's just an old dropper bottle, and it just has some olive oil in it. The olive oil is going to help settle the essential oils in your belly so you don't burp them up, which is not very pleasant. But just fill it up with a few drops of olive oil, and then put the little lid on and just kind of mix it up a little bit and then you can swallow it. There you go. So that's how I take my oils internally. Now, one of the other things that you get in your kit is a little roller attachment that you can put on your bottles. And this is really great, especially, I really like to put this on my Panaway because it's easy to just roll on my muscles and joints if I'm needing some support there, like after a workout or, at night or something. So the bottles do come with this little orifice on them though. And this is a great way to get your roller top on, or if you're at the end of your bottle and there's still a few drops in there, but it won't drop out anymore. This is what you can do to get the rest of your bottles out. So just take the lid off and then put it back on just a tiny bit, just twist it a little bit, and then turn it to the side and that little orifice will pop off, and then you can get the last few drops, or you can put your roller on your Panaway like that. And these go on pretty tight, so you really do need to like push it down hard and then use the lid to screw it all the way on and get that little roller pushed all the way down into the bottle. So there are a couple of other ways that I use the oils. I always have these little sample sachets with me in case, I want to give them out, or if I'm out of lavender in my purse, I will use those if I need to. There's just lots of really great ways that you can use your kit, and I don't want you to not use your oils because you don't know how to use them. So I hope this video was helpful to you, and I just pray that you use these bottles because they will bring you so much wellness. Thanks.